Hi, this is Heather Ashamara with the Daily Shift, one word that we can anchor to throughout the day to help us consciously shift our state. And today's word is not doing. So a not doing is a Toltec term to help us to restructure the way that we are in the world, to help us break patterns and beliefs that limit us. We're habituated to doing, to being in action. And some of the actions that we take are not from a conscious place. They're from old patterns and beliefs that we learned. And so we're acting out of them unconsciously. Any place that we Hi, this is Heather Ashamara with the Daily Shift, one word that we can anchor to throughout the day to help us to consciously shift our state. And our word today is not doing. So not doing is a Toltec term to help us to break patterns and beliefs and to create more freedom in our lives. A not doing is any time we take an action that goes against what's familiar. So most of us are engaged in our life with a lot of doing, a lot of activity, and much of our doings, much of our actions stem out of old beliefs, stem out of old agreements that we have, often for ways to keep ourselves safe. So example, a doing, an action might be out of wanting other people to like me, or wanting to appear in a certain way, wanting to seem smart, wanting to seem like I have everything together. We all have different reasons for our actions. And when we really explore the motive, we can see what is beneath our doings. And when we understand what's beneath our doings, when we're honest with ourselves and we're willing to say, this doing, this action is based out of fear, then we can explore what not doing would help us to break that. So again, a not doing is something you would not normally do. It is a unfamiliar action. And the best types of not doings are ones where you don't get any result, where there isn't feedback of you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong. Because again, many of our doings are based out of, am I doing it right? Or am I doing it wrong? Are other people going to see it and accept me? Or am I going to get rejected? So we break up those old places of right, wrong, good, bad, liked, not liked, accepted, not accepted, and simply take an action to take the action, which it's rare to do that in the world. Most of us are actually very calculating in what our actions are. And again, those actions are often based out of how do I keep myself safe? Or how do I make myself seem like a good person in the world? Okay, not always, but a lot of them. So we start with honesty. We start with awareness. And we explore our motives for our doings. And then we concoct and dream and create a not doing. So sometimes what a not doing is the exact opposite of what you would usually do. So for example, let's say that one of my doings I notice is that I really try to please people and make sure that everyone's happy. So a not doing would be to not say anything. So if there's an uncomfortable situation, my not doing might be to simply rest into the discomfort, to not try and fix or please or make things happy and nice, but to simply just show up. That'd be a great not doing. Some other not doings example would be if you notice that your actions tend to be looking for a reward. So when you take an action, you're hoping for some reward, that you start doing things where there's no reward. So a fun one is going and digging a hole and then later going and filling the hole back up again. So totally random action, that's a great not doing. And anything where you do something and then you undo it, it teaches you how to be present, completely present with what you're doing without needing to have a reward. And that's a powerful not doing that will rewire your entire system. So be creative in your not doings today and see what new action can you take that's a not doing that will help to create more freedom in all of your actions, so that your actions are based out of love rather than fear. Blessings to each of you. Have a fabulous